a great primary source for a history project. Hello again, everybody. My name is Dale Caffey. Pleased to be on the campus of Tennyson Middle School, where students here have been gathering and talking about a great primary source for a history project. I'm with Ashley Hill with CSPAN, and of course, you know Mary Duty. She's a longtime history teacher here at Tennyson Middle School and also in the Atlas Academy. And we're talking about CSPAN as being that primary source for a history project, and what a great source it is. Ashley, you're here because you wanted to introduce the students to CSPAN. Many of those students knew what CSPAN was. Many of them didn't know how much video you have on the CSPAN website. Why don't you talk a little bit about your purpose of your visit?
Absolutely. So I'm traveling here in Waco as part of the CSPAN Cities Tour. We're a crew that goes around the country in conjunction with our cable partners, such as Time Warner Cable here in Waco, and we produce programming about a city's history and nonfiction literary life. Thanks to our partnership with Time Warner, we also get to go into schools like Tennyson and speak with students about making their own history projects and their own documentary films for our CSPAN Student Cam Student Documentary Competition. So CSPAN is a great resource for that. In addition to having plenty of video about Waco that will be heading your way on December 6th and 7th, we also have 200,000 hours of archived historic and political video on our website and our CSPAN video library.
200,000 hours, and we're talking about video that's free for our students to use. Students obviously have used this video all over the United States and probably the world, but you were teaching our students exactly how to use that website and how they can make an effective history project. Is this something that CSPAN has a goal in doing to make young people like these folks at Tennyson more active on our political process?
Absolutely. We think that you're never too young to have an opinion about politics and to be involved and to have that opinion heard, which is where our CSPAN Student Cam Student Documentary Competition comes in. This year, our topic is the 3 branches of government and you. So we always encourage every year students to make their own short 5 to 7 minute documentary films about a political topic, but also to utilize our video in other projects throughout the year at their schools. So they can create their own clips on our website, they can save those clips, they can email them to ourselves, they can share them on social media, and they can utilize those clips in various projects.
Great. Going to talk to you in just a moment about the videos you're shooting in Waco. But first, let me turn and talk to Miss Duty, because, you know, this is, once again, right down your alley. Oh, yeah. You saw that CSPAN was in town this week, and you jumped out and said, hey, come talk to my students.
Well, the one thing about CSPAN that's so wonderful is it's a 501c3 nonprofit station. It doesn't take sides. It's not Fox, it's not MSNBC. It's all those hours of video, and it gives the kids a chance to read and to see and to form their own opinions. And of course, that's what we're in the business of doing, is teaching kids how to think. And C-SPAN is just a perfect tool. It's a gold mine. It's a gold mine for our researchers.
Now, you had your group of students here listening intently to what Ashley was saying, and they were already, it sounded to me like most of them knew what their topic was already.
Well, oh yeah, no, they've been working on their topics for History Fair since August. It's a blood sport here. History Fair is a big deal. But they also, you know, we have many documentary filmmakers that have made it all the way to the national competition, and they've got the skill set to take this contest and go with it, and it might encourage some of our new filmmakers. I can use my material that I got, remember that grant we wrote a couple years ago for the recording studio equipment? They can use that to help do the C-SPAN documentaries as well.
How excited do you get when you see young people asking questions, especially the ones they asked Ashley today about, hey, do you have video on your website about my topic?
Oh yeah, because we encourage them to use the primary source. When they can look at the person doing the talking and then make the analysis on their own as to what they think is going on there, they're doing the work of an historian. And that's what we really like to do, is to teach kids to be historians, not just the regurgitator of facts.
I would also say that a lot of those student-produced videos give the children here at the Atlas Academy, Tennyson Middle School, an idea of how that video is put together, and give them some ideas on how they can make one just like it or even better.
Oh yeah, no, this is a skill set that they can take into high school and take on into college. We've had kids leave this program and end up in the digital media program at Baylor University, and it teaches them that their opinion matters, even though they're young. What they think really does matter. And of course, that's what we're trying to teach them, is that you can start forming those opinions now and then put those opinions into writing and into film at an early age.
February will be here before we know it. I guess we'll see you at Baylor.
We'll see you at Baylor.
Very good. Mary Duty, thank you so much. Once again, Ashley, now the other purpose of your trip to Waco, Texas. Tell the folks watching us now here in Waco what is planned from C-SPAN.
Absolutely. So while we're here, we're looking in depth at your history and then your local nonfiction literary life. So we've went to plenty of places to highlight that history that some people might not know about when it comes to Waco. We try to choose cities that wouldn't normally be highlighted by our national network. So for instance, we went to the Dr. Pepper Museum. That was my personal favorite. They gave us plenty of Dr. Pepper. We had it iced, we had it in a float, we had it hot, which I recommend if you haven't tried it. And we're learning about the 1953 tornado today, actually, and how the city was able to come together and rebuild after that. So it's these great historic stories. And then we're also talking to local authors. So we've been at Baylor University a lot this week. Today, one of my colleagues, and I'm very jealous of this story, she talked to Professor Dr. Robert Darden there, and he runs the Black Music History Project there. And so he has written a book called Nothing But Love and God's Water about that, and it's about gospel music and civil rights in relation to that. And she got to go into his office, into his studio, where he played her just music that he promised would bring a tear to the eye. And so we're talking to him about his book as well. So it's a great way for the rest of the country to get to see what makes Waco so special. And everything that we film here is going to be on what we're calling our special Waco weekend. Now that's on C-SPAN 2 and C-SPAN 3 the first weekend in December. That's December 6th and 7th. If you forget to set your DVRs, it will be on our website with that 200,000 hours of video footage, cspan.org.
Very, very good. So tune into C-SPAN in December and see that. It's something to see. Ashley Hill with C-SPAN, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for being here at Tennyson today and helping our students.
Oh, it was my pleasure, absolutely. A bunch of really bright kids, and it's great to see people like Ms. Duty who are encouraging them.
Great. Once again, this is Ashley Hill. She is with C-SPAN. This is Mary Duty, of course, a teacher here at Tennyson Middle School, where there are learners today, leaders tomorrow.